Welcome to this solution video of Paper 1 AI High Level June 2022. Question number 1. A group of 130 applicants applied for admission into either arts program or sciences program at a university. The outcomes are as follows. Okay, in this table, find the probability that a randomly chosen A, that means they're choosing only one randomly chosen applicant from this group, was accepted by the university. So probability of accepted will be total accepted divided by total applied. Okay, so accepted are these 17 and 25, 42 total students were accepted. Out of there are how many? 88 here and 42 there. So 88 plus 42 will be 130. Yeah, so it is denominator will be 130, and we'll simplify this. It will be 21 and 65. That's the answer. 21 over 65 is the probability that a person chosen will be the one who was accepted in that university. All right. An applicant is chosen at random from the group. Again, one applicant. It is found that they were accepted. It's confirmed. They were accepted, meaning that the person was out of those 42 into the program. Find the probability that the applicant applied for the arts. So accepted, right? So B part. Probability that person was from arts provided he was accepted. In that case, we already know that total number of the students who were accepted was 42, and how many of them were in arts department? They were accepted 17. That's the answer. Two different applicants are chosen now. There are two now. At random from the original group. Original group means the total number of group, which was 130. Okay. Find the probability that the both applicants applied to the arts program. Okay. The first, choosing first person who applied to the arts program, and this was the people, no? These were arts program. 24 plus 17, 41 of total 130 applied to arts. This is the first person. Now, the probability of second person, because this person is already chosen, the second person will be 40 out of 129 left now. And just simplify this, that will be the probability that both of them applied for arts. It's 164 over 1677. That's the answer. Moving on to the question number 2. The owner of a convenience store installs two security cameras, C1 and C2. You can see here. Both cameras point toward the center of the store's cash register. It does not mean that the cash register is at center. No, this is the cash register somewhere. Let's say it is X meters from this corner. So this will be remaining 6.4 meters, this one, minus X. So don't assume that it is at the center. The distance from camera 1 to the center of the cash register is 2.8. They have written here. Determine the angle of depression from camera 1. So this will be the angle of depression. If we draw a horizontal line here, this is an angle of depression to the center of the cash register. Give your answer in degrees. Okay. So calculating it this way will be difficult. So what can we do? We can complete a triangle here. Right? this will be the angle equal to angle of depression because they are alternate angles. So we know total height is 3.1 meters and the height of the center of cache register is 1 meter. So remaining here is 2.1 meters. Yes, out of 3.1, remove 1 meters. So we know a new triangle now here. It is 2.1. This is theta. This is 2.8. What is the question? They're asking us to find theta. So now in this triangle, we can see that sine theta will be opposite 2.1 over hypotenuse 2.8. So theta will be sine inverse 2.1 over 2.8, and they want answer in degrees. So set your calculator to degrees and find it. I will use my calculator. By the time I do this, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share with your friends. This is a new channel, so please motivate me to make many more videos like this by subscribing. Okay, what I got from my calculator was 48.59. And in exams, we have to round it off to either exact or nearest three significant figures. So it will be 48.6 degrees. All right, what about the next one? Calculate the distance from camera 2 to the center of the register. This distance they are saying, let's call this distance y. Okay, so we can complete this one as well. So in this triangle, the base is 66.4 minus x. Okay, they want this. Now we have two variables here. This is again 2.1 meters. And they want calculate the distance. This distance they want. Okay. If we find x first, then only we'll be able to find y. So this is x, right? In the previous drawing, the diagram we drew. So let's find x with the help of 2.1 and 2.8 by using Pythagorean theorem. So x square plus 2.1 square equal to 2.8 square hypotenuse square, right? So x square will be 2.8 square minus 2.1 square. To find x, we will square root both sides and only positive answer will write because distance cannot be negative. So let's see how much that is. 2.8 square minus 2.1 square square root is 1.852. Let me write the whole number here so that it does not affect my final answer. 1.852 meters. So now 6.4 minus this will give us y. So here in this, again using Pythagorean theorem, 2.1 square plus 6.4 minus x is now 1.852 square will be equal to y square. So again we'll square root both sides and put this in our calculator, this one. It comes out to be 5.00942, which we can write as 5.00 meters. That's the distance y. See, without further calculation, determine which camera has the largest angle of depression. So if I draw another here, let's call this angle alpha. Which one is larger? That's what they're trying to say. Of the cache to the center of the cache register, justify your response. So now if I complete this and it becomes a triangle like this, right? So this is 2.8, this is 5 meters. and the common line between them is 2.1 meter, this middle line. Okay, so for this we should know that the sine theta, sine trig ratio, we can write not theta, trig, because theta will indicate this one. Trig ratio is higher as angle increases. Angle increases from 0 to pi by 2 or 90 degrees. Right? As angle increases, the sine also increases. We know that 2.1 over 2.8 will be more than 2.1 over 5. Right? Because reason we should always give the reason, because denominator 2.8 is greater than 5. Right? 2.1 over 2.8, if you see here, is sine theta. Will be greater than 2.1 over 5 is sine alpha. That means, and because of this reason, as the angle sine, the ratio is higher, angle will be greater than alpha. So it means that angle of depression from C1 will be more than angle of depression from C2. That's how you explain this. Okay, let's move on to the question number 3. Question number 3 says a polygraph test is used to determine whether people are telling the truth or not. But it is not completely accurate. When a person tells the truth, they have a 20% chance of failing the test. Wow. 10 people take a polygraph test and all 10 tell the truth. Okay. Calculate the expected number of people who will pass this polygraph test. Probability of success that they are telling the truth, right, is 80%, which is 0.8. That means failing the test is 0.2. Expected number. So expected value of passing the test will be total is n times p. N is total number of people who took the test, which is 10, and p is 0.8. That means only 8 persons are expected to pass the test. B. Calculate the probability that exactly 4 people will fail the test. Now failing is, this is B part, failing is success in this case. That means P will be 0.2 and Q will be 0.8. The success and failure have changed for B part. And we want exactly 4 people. So when we say probability that X is exactly 4, in that case we write total 10 C4 and then success P 0.2 to the power how many pass? We want exactly 4 to pass and exactly 6 of remaining to fail. This is the binomial distribution we will use and we'll get our answer. And this comes out to be 0.08808. So have they given any? No. So we'll write 3 significant figures only in this one, 0.088. This is the probability. Okay, C part. Determine the probability that fewer than 7 people will pass this polygraph test. So C part. We want probability of fewer than 7. So X is less than 7. That means probability of X equal to 0 means it's possible that none of them pass the test. Okay, again the question is pass. That means again the P is 0.8 in this case, Q is 0.2. all right, like just the first part, A part. Okay, so P is X is less than 7 is 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're saying fewer than 7, that means not 7. Okay, what is excluded? 7, 8, 9 and 10. If I calculate these, there are 8 possibilities. And if I calculate these, there are just 4 possibilities. So I'll prefer to calculate these 4, and because we don't want them, we'll make them 1 minus. So what I mean is this: 1 minus probability that 7 people pass the test. Okay, they saying fewer than 7, but I'm saying 7. Probability that x is 8, probability that x is 9, probability x is 10. These 4 I will calculate, but since we don't want this, I will subtract it from 1 and I'll get it. So if I interpret this in binomial distribution, it will be 10, 7. Now success is 0.8, failure is remaining 3, plus 10, 8, after using my calculator, I get 1 minus 0.2013 plus 0.3020 plus 0.2684, 0.1074. And if I put again in my calculator, I get 0.1209 or 0.121, 3 significant figures. Okay, let's move on to the next one, question number 4. The graph of y equal to 6 minus x. Okay, 6 minus x is this one, this straight line, and y equal to this curve is quadratic parabola. Intersect is 2, 4, okay, and negative 1, 7 as shown. The region is enclosed by the shaded region they're talking about. X equal to 6 minus this is 6 minus x. X equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is the coordinate here. So this is the line they're talking about. X equal to 2 and x-axis. This is what is enclosing the shaded part. Okay. Calculate the area of the shaded region. Okay. If you see that area, it is in the shape of a trapezium. Yeah. And what is the area of a trapezium? Area of a trapezium is half first parallel line plus second parallel line multiplied by the distance between them, which is called height. And that's what we're going to use here. Half first parallel line, let's say this is first parallel line. The y coordinate will be the length of this line, which is 4. Plus second parallel line, and it will be 7 in this case, multiplied by height between them. This is the perpendicular height between them, which is, this is x equal to how much? Negative 1. This is x equal to 2. So the distance between 2 and minus 1 will be 2 minus 1, which is 3. So it becomes half times 11 times 3. That is 33 divided by 2, 16.5 unit square. That's the area of the trapezium shaded part. Okay, let's move on to the second part of this. In the diagram 2, the region enclosed by the curve. Okay, this is the curve. Okay, lines x equal to minus 1, line x equal to 2, and x-axis. This is the area which is enclosed by these 4 lines. Write down an integral for the area of the shaded region. We know that the area under curve, this is the curve. Area under curve is found by integration of the curve between the 2x values, which is minus 1 and 2, and that will be the integral, which will be from negative 1 to 2, and write to the equation of the curve here, 2 point, not 2 point, 1.5. 1.5 x square minus 2.5x plus 3 dx. That's the answer of part 1. Okay, second says calculate the area of the region. Okay, basically they're asking us to solve this definite integral. Okay, so we'll have to integrate 1.5 x squared first, so it will be 1.5, the exponent goes up by 1, so it will be 3, and divided by the same new exponent minus 2.5 goes up by 1, same exponent, plus 3, and it has no x, so we can write it x to the power 0 plus 1. Yeah, there is no x, so 0, so 1 divided by 1, there is no need, plus c from negative 1 to 3, and just substitute the values here. I'm going to do that now. 1.5 over 3, 2 will be replaced first, minus 2.5, 2 square over 2 plus 3 times 2, no need to write 1, no need to write c also, but since it is there, I'm writing it, it will be cancelled out. 1.5 negative 1 cube over 3 and minus 2.5 negative 1 square over 2 plus 3 times negative 1 plus c. Do this, that remove c's first, and now we'll get our answer. 2 cube is 8. 8 times 1.5 will be 12 over 3 minus, one of the 2's will cancel with this, so 2.5 times 2 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6 minus negative 1 cube will be negative again, so it will become negative 1.5 over 3. This negative 1 square will become positive 1, so it won't change any sign, it will become 2.5 over 2. This will become negative 3, and let's open the brackets now. 12 over 3 is 4 minus 5 plus 6. This negative and this negative becomes positive. 1.5 divided by 3 is 0.5. This negative and this negative again positive. 2.5 divided by 2 is 1.25 plus 3. So negative 5 is the only negative one here. So 4 plus 6 is 10.5, 11.75, 14.75 minus 5, which is 9.75 units square. C part. Hence, determine the area enclosed by y. Let me change the color of this one. Okay, y equal to 6 minus x, this one. Y equal to this. Okay, the white part they're saying. So since we know the area of the whole trapezium from first part and the area we need to remove from trapezium from second part, we'll get the white part. So it will be, what was the answer first? 16.5. Okay. 16.5 minus 9.75. That's how we'll find the white area they're asking. So it will be 6.275. Yeah, 75 units square. That is the answer of C part. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 5 says the graph shows the average savings as $1,000. Okay, of a group of university students. Okay, as a function of t after graduating, right? Graduates. So part A says write down one feature of this graph which suggests a cubic function might be appropriate. There are two features actually. I'm writing both of them. You can write one of them. First is, if you notice, there are 3 x-intercepts. So a cubic function usually has 3 x-intercepts. So not all of them, okay? Many of them don't. But we can say it has 3 x-intercepts. That most probably makes it a cubic. Second one, if you look, there are two turning points. This is one here, this is one here. The two turning points. So a cubic function usually has two turning points. So these are the two features. Turning points are also called stationary points. All right. The equation of the model can be expressed as this, okay? The graph of the model must pass, that means these are the actual points, through those points. Write down the value of D. The value of D is actually, let me write the equation first, B. And the equation is S equal to AT cube plus BT square plus CT plus D. Now the question is, write down the value of D. How can I find D? I will find D if T is 0. If I make T equal to 0, this will become 0. So A0 cube plus B0 square plus C0 plus D. That will become S. When T is 0. Look at your table. When T is 0, S is negative 5. That means negative 5 is equal to D because everything else is 0, and that is the value of D, negative 5. Part 2. Write down three simultaneous equations for A, B, C. So then we have three more columns in this table. They will help us to find the simultaneous equations. So this is the equation. I'll plug in the first one. When T is 1, S is 3. So S is 3 when T is 1. So in place of T, I will write 1. In place of S, I have already written 3. So, and D, I know the value of D now, so I will write the value of D in place of D. So what do we get here? 3 equal to A plus B plus C minus 5. And let me bring this negative 5 to the other side. By adding 5 here, we get first simultaneous equation. A plus C is equal to A plus B plus C is equal to 8. That's the first simultaneous equation. Let's call it equation number 1. Second, look at this third column rather. So here S is negative 1 when S is 2. So S is negative 1 when T is 2. So let's bring this negative 5 again to the other side. It becomes negative 1 plus 5. And here we get 8A plus 4B plus 2C. And that is equal to 6 now. No, not 6, 4. So this becomes second equation. If you want to simplify this, because all of them are even, you can divide every one by 2 to make it simpler. So it becomes 4A plus 2B plus C is equal to 2. Equation number 2. Let's get one more from the third column. When S is minus 5, T is 3, right? When T is 3, S is minus 5. So A 3 cube plus B 3 square plus C 3, and we have minus 5. So minus 5 and the other 5 comes here. It becomes 27A cube plus 9B plus 3C. Okay, that's it. So finally it will become how much? 0. This one is 0, right? Equal to 27A cube plus 9B plus 3C. We can again divide a whole equation by 3 so that it is simpler. So it becomes 9A cube plus 3B plus C is equal to 0. This is equation number 3. So that is the answer of part 2. Now they're saying hence or otherwise find the values of A, B, C. There are some methods by which we can do this, but we will use because of these 3. So this is A, B and C equal to equation number 1. If I multiply this by 4, it will become equal to this, right? So let me write it. Multiply first equation number 1 multiplied by 4. So it becomes 4a plus 4b plus 4c plus 32, equal to 32. And equation number 2, we'll subtract 2 from it. So 4a plus 2b plus c equal to 2, we'll subtract it. 4a minus 4a is 0. 4b minus 2b is 2b. 4c minus c is 3c is equal to 30. This becomes equation number 4. Similarly, let's multiply equation number 1 by 9 so that again I get equation in terms of b and c. Did I write cube here? I shouldn't have. So no cube. So we get 9a plus 9b plus 9c equal to 72 when we multiply equation number 1 by 9, and here we get 9a plus 3b plus c equal to 0. Subtract, cancel. 9b plus minus 3b is 6b. 9c minus c is 8c equal to 72. This is equation number 5. Now this is in terms of b and c. This is also in b and c. Let's multiply this equation number 4 by 3 so that it becomes 6b, and then subtract equation number 5 from it. So I'm multiplying this equation by 3. 6b plus 9c equal to 90. Now we have equation number 5, which is 6b plus 8c equal to 72, and subtract. So this cancels out. 9 minus 8 is just c equal to 18. We got c first. Now we can use let's use this equation number 4 to get b. So I'll need some space for this. Go down. Okay, so our equation number 4 was how much? Not 4. Yes, 4. 2b plus 3c equal to 30. This is equation number 4. So substitute c equal to 18 in this now. 2b plus 3 times 18 equal to 30. 2b equal to 30, and this is 54, which will become minus 54 when it comes to right side. 2b equal to negative 24, and b will be negative 24 divided by 2, which is minus 12. b is minus 12. We have c, we have b. Let's find a. We knew from equation number 1 a plus b plus c was 8. So a is unknown, b is known to us now, negative 12 plus c is 18 equal to 8, 6. So a equal to 8 minus 6, yeah, because this is positive 6, negative 6. So a is 2. Got all three, a, b and c in this case. All right. What is the next? We have this question number 6. It shows a digraph. Consider the following directed network. Write down the adjacency matrix for this network. Okay, for adjacency network, this will be the matrix, and there are 5 vertices, so it will be 5 by 5. So let's write the initial vertex here: A, B, C, DE and terminal vertex here, A. Now let's see, is there a loop from A to A? Yes, there is one, we can see here. So one is there. A to B, we have connection. And A to C, D and E, there is not any connection. A is connected to E, but it is in opposite direction. A is also connected to D, but the direction is from D to A. So we will write 0, 0, 0. There is no other loop also from B, C, D, E. You can directly write the diagonal as 0, 0. D to D is also 0. E to E is also 0. Okay, and this is how we will proceed from B also. A is connected, C is not connected, but E is connected, and D is not connected. This is how we'll go about it, and I'll complete this now. So you can see that E is the one which is connected to most, because the most of the arrows are going away from E. Okay, so this is the adjacency matrix. B, determine the number of different walks of length 5. Okay, length 5 is quite long, that starts and ends at the same vertex. Alright, since it is a directed network, it will be very few. So let me write them one by one, and then we'll write total number. It will not take much because it's just 3 marks. There is no point in doing any other way. So let me write from A first. So A is going to A1, then to B, 2, 3, 4 and back 5. This is 1. So let me write this one. It is A, B, E, D, back to A. So one length, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there is one more. A starts from here, no loop, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 back. So this is what I will write now. A, B, E, C, D and E, A back. Alright, so I will list all of them, and then we will write total numbers. I'm fast forwarding this video now. So total they came out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 paths, and hopefully I have not forgotten any one. They said just paths, nothing else like walks. They said walks. No other specification is given. So hopefully this is correct. Alright. What is next? The sum of an infinite geometric sequence is 9. The sum of infinite is 9. That means R has to be less than 1. Okay, it has to be between 0 and 1. Then only possible to have a sum to infinity. Greater than 1 will not give you. Let's go ahead. The first term is 4 more than the second term. So let the first term is A, and the second term is 4. The first term is 4 more than. That means second term is 4 lesser. Yeah, the first term is 4 more than the second term. That means second term is 4 less than first term. All right. Find the third term. What is A3? Justify your answer. So let's find this one first. So we know that R is the ratio of the second term divided by first term, right? And they said the sum to infinity is 9. The formula for sum to infinity is A, the first term, divided by 1 minus R. Let's put the value of R there. So 9
is the sum to infinity. A is A, 1 minus A minus 4 over A. So A is the only variable here. I think we will be able to find it out. First, let's merge these two terms. Let's write this 1 as A over A, so that I can merge these two. So this is 9 equal to A, and now since they have same denominator, A is the denominator of denominator, and it will be A minus A and plus 4, not minus 4, because this negative belongs to both of them, because due to this line. A minus A cancels out, and denominator of a denominator multiplies with numerator, so it becomes 9 equal to A square over 4. Yeah, A and A cancel, only 4 is left as the denominator. We can square root both sides. So we'll get what? Plus minus 9, sorry, 3. Square root of 9 is 3, equal to A over 2. So if multiplies here, A is plus or minus 6. Okay. Hopefully one of them will work, one of them will not. So let's find R in both cases. So when A is 6, so we have this relationship for R. So R will be 6 minus 4 over 6, which is 2 over 6. Yeah. Or 1 over 3. That makes sense. When A is negative 6. So negative 6, negative 4 over negative 6 is how much? Minus 10 over minus 6. 5 over 3, which is more than 1. Yeah. For sum to infinity, the condition is that R has to be between 0 and 1. It is more than 1. So this one, 5 over 3 is more than 1. So reject this R. Alright, so question is find the third term. So third term will be first term multiplied by R to the power 3 minus 1. So A3 is A, 6. We got 6, right? R, 1 over 3 square. So comes out to be 6 times 1 over 9. Yeah. This is 2, this is 3. A3 is 2/3. Now we have to justify our answer. First justification is this, that this is the right one, because here R is, this 1/3 R is less than 1. This is one justification. Second could be we can put it back and see if we get the same R here, A3 over 2, A2. So A3 over A2 should also be equal to R. So what is A3? 2 over 3. A2, it is A minus 4, 6 minus 4. So A2 is 6 minus 4, because A came out to be 6, right? Which is 2. So divide by 2. So we can write 2 over 1 and multiply the numerator with this one. So 2 times 1 is 2 and 3 times 2 is 6, which is 1 over 3. See, we got the same R again. So we have justified our solution. Okay. What is next? Question number 8. The diagram shows a sector OAB, right, of a circle with center O and radius R. Okay, center O, radius R. That means circle is something like this. Just keep in mind. Such that AOB is theta. Okay. Sam measured the value of R to be 2 centimeters. Okay. And the value of theta is 30 degrees. Use Sam's measurement to calculate the area of the sector, giving your answer to 3 significant figures. Alright, so area of a sector is theta, the angle it subtends at center, divided by 360 multiplied by pi r square. Okay, so in this case theta is 30 divided by 360 multiplied by pi and 2 square. So what will that be? This is 4, 2 square is 4. So first of all, this 0 and this 0 we can cancel. 3 and 36 will give us 12. 4 multiply cancels with the 12, 3. So answer is 1 over 3 pi. And it is in centimeters, centimeter square. It is found that Sam's measurements are accurate to only one significant figure. Okay, find the upper bound and lower bound of the area of the sector. Upper bound and lower bound of the area. Okay, so upper bound. Of the area. His R was 2, so upper bound this is one significant figure. So if I write 2.0, it was rounded off to 2. That's what it means. So upper bound becomes 2.5. Lower bound will be 1.5. If you round it off to one significant figure, it becomes 2. That's why this is upper bound, this is lower bound. Similarly, theta was 30 degrees. That means it was rounded off to one significant figure. So its upper bound will be to 35 rather. 35, lower bound will be 25. So we are here to find upper bound of the area. So upper bound area will be theta. Theta in upper bound is 35 degrees over 360 multiplied by pi. R, upper bound R is how much? 2.5 square. Let's find it out. It comes out to be 175 over 288 pi. Lower bound. Lower bound will be, angle was how much? 25 degrees over 360 times pi times lower bound radius was 1.5 square, and that is 5 over 32 pi. What next? Find with justification largest possible percentage error if the answer to part A is recorded as the area of the sector. It means that it's possible that this was the actual area, but we got this because of Sam's measurements. So if this was the original area, how much error was occurred? So let's see what percentage is 1 over 3 pi of this. So let's write here C. So we want to find what percentage 1 over 3 pi. So we divide 1 over 3 pi by 175 over 288 pi. We can cancel pi and multiply by 100. So we get, in this case, 54.85% is this. That means it should have been 100 like this, but it is just 54. That means error is 100 minus 54.85, 45.15%. This is the error percentage in the case of upper bound. Yeah, upper bound. Let's see what is in the case of lower bound. In case of lower bound, we want to find 1 over 3 pi. What percentage is it of the one we got in lower bound, which is 5 over 32 pi. Pi and pi cancel, and if we use our calculator, we get 2, and we have to multiply by 100 also, 213.33%. So error. In this case, here we subtracted from 100, here we will subtract 100 from this, equal to 113.33%. We can round it off, this one to 45.2%, and this one as 113%. So this is the end of the part 1 of this exam paper. Part 2 will be uploaded when I get at least 40 subscribers. I am today at 28 subscribers only. So please like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I will upload the part 2 once there are 40 subscribers. Thank you very much.